AI is everywhere. It's not just a buzzword anymore, it's woven into the fabric of our daily lives, whether we notice it or not. From the moment we wake up and check our phones, to the way we work, shop, and even relax, AI is quietly running in the background, shaping our experiences. It's like that friend who suddenly started working out and now can't stop talking about it. But instead of just flexing at the gym, AI is flexing its muscles in every industry you can imagine. Finance, healthcare, entertainment, you name it. Except AI isn't just showing off, it's actually changing the game, rewriting the rules, and making us rethink what's possible in business and beyond. We're using it to write, code, design, even make music. It's mind-blowing to see how creative and productive we can be with a digital partner by our side. Tasks that used to take hours or days can now be done in minutes, sometimes seconds. Now, I'm all about hustle and grinding. I've pulled my share of all-nighters, fueled by caffeine and ambition, chasing that next big idea. But seeing what AI can do got me thinking, if this technology is so powerful, what else could it help us achieve? Could it take the grind out of the grind? What if we could use this tech to build businesses from scratch? That's right, businesses. Not just automate a few tasks, but actually create something from nothing, using AI as the brains behind the operation. Imagine, no more late-night brainstorming sessions, fueled by cold pizza and endless coffee. No more staring at a blank screen, waiting for inspiration to strike. No more spending hours on market research, combing through endless data, or second-guessing every decision. AI could handle the heavy lifting, giving us more time to focus on what really matters. AI could do it all, from brainstorming ideas to analyzing markets, designing products, and even launching them. The possibilities are endless. Or could it? That's the big question. Could AI really take on the challenge of building a business from the ground up? I had to know. So I decided to do the craziest experiment of my entrepreneurial life. I wanted to see just how far this technology could go. I challenged AI to build a business. From start to finish, no human help. Just pure artificial intelligence making every decision, every step of the way. Was I scared? You bet. Was I excited? 100%. This was uncharted territory and I had no idea what would happen next. But one thing was certain, the results could change everything. Not just for me, but for anyone daring enough to let AI take the wheel. This is the future, and it's happening right now. Let me be real with you for a second. I've always been a big picture guy. I'm the type who loves to dream up wild ideas, map out ambitious goals, and imagine what's possible if you just go for it. I thrive on the energy of new ventures, the thrill of taking risks, and the satisfaction of seeing a vision come to life. I love the hustle, the grind, the big wins. There's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush of chasing after something big, working late nights with a team that's just as fired up as you are, and finally celebrating those hard-earned victories together. But even with all that drive, I'll admit, this whole AI thing, it was intimidating. I mean, we're talking about technology that's changing the world, and suddenly it's not just a tool, it's a potential partner. That's a whole new level of unknown. This wasn't just about using AI to write a quick blog post or whip up a logo for your website. That's child's play compared to what I was about to try. No, this was about something much bigger, handing over the keys to the entire business. Imagine trusting an AI to make the big calls, to steer the ship, to actually build something from the ground up. But here's the thing, fortune favors the bold. If you want to do something groundbreaking, you can't play it safe. You have to be willing to take that leap, even if it feels a little crazy. And deep down, I knew this could be huge. If AI could really pull this off, it would change everything about how we think of entrepreneurship. So I took a deep breath, set aside my doubts, and decided to treat AI like my new business partner. Not just a tool, but a collaborator. One with a mind that never sleeps and can process more information than I could ever dream of. A partner who just happened to be a supercomputer capable of analyzing data, spotting trends, and making decisions at lightning speed. It was like having a genius co-founder who never gets tired. But before we could get started, I knew I had to set some ground rules. After all, even the smartest partner needs a little guidance. This AI wasn't going to have it easy. I wanted to see what it was really made of, to push it to its limits and see if it could handle the real challenges of building a business. My goal was simple. I wanted it to build a real business, something that could actually make money, not just look good on paper. It had to be practical, profitable, and sustainable. No shortcuts, no cheating, no cutting corners, just pure AI hustle. I wanted to see if it could do the hard work, the real work from start to finish. That meant coming up with a killer business idea, something fresh, something with real potential, not just a copycat of what's already out there. Doing all the market research, digging into the numbers, understanding the competition, and figuring out what customers actually want. Creating a solid business plan that could stand up to real-world scrutiny, with clear goals, strategies, and a roadmap for success. And finally, building a brand from scratch, crafting an identity, a voice, and a look that would stand out in a crowded market. This was the ultimate test for AI, and I was ready to see what it could do. First up, the million-dollar question, hopefully, literally, what kind of business would this AI build? I gave the AI some basic parameters. I told it to focus on online businesses because, duh, it's the future. I also said it should be something scalable, no mom-and-pop shops here. Then, I hit enter and let the AI do its magic. Minutes felt like hours. I was checking the progress every few seconds like a kid waiting for a pizza to cook. Finally, the AI spat out its answer. An online platform that connects language learners with certified tutors worldwide. Wow, just wow, I was blown away. It wasn't just a random idea, it was actually good. The AI had identified a real need in the market, and it had come up with a solution that was both practical and scalable. Color me impressed. Okay, so the AI had an idea, but was it a good one? Time for some hardcore market research. Now, this is where AI truly shines. It can analyze mountains of data in seconds. No human can compete with that. I gave the AI access to all the tools it needed, market research databases, social media analytics, the whole 9 yards, and then I let it loose on the internet. The AI dove headfirst into the world of online language learning. It dug up data on market size, growth potential, competitor analysis, you name it. It even analyzed thousands of social media conversations to understand what potential customers were looking for. The results were amazing. The AI discovered that the online language learning market was booming. It also found that people were craving personalized learning experiences. This was gold, validation straight from the data gods themselves. Alright, we had an idea. We had market validation. The excitement was real, but now came the part that separates dreamers from doers, turning that spark into a real, actionable plan. This is the moment every entrepreneur faces, where the vision has to be translated into numbers, strategies, and timelines. Now, it was time to get down to business. Literally. The whiteboards were wiped clean, the coffee was brewing, and the pressure was on. We were about to enter the world of spreadsheets, forecasts, and endless what-if scenarios. I'm talking about the dreaded business plan. That thick document every investor wants to see, filled with projections, strategies, and more acronyms than you can count. This is where many entrepreneurs get bogged down. Financial projections, marketing strategies, operational plans. It's a mountain of work, and it can feel overwhelming, especially if numbers aren't your thing. The pressure to get every detail right is intense, because this plan is the foundation of your business. It's enough to make your head spin. The endless tabs, the formulas, the charts that never seem to add up. For most people, this is the least glamorous part of entrepreneurship, but not for our AI entrepreneur. While I was dreading the hours of number crunching, the AI was just getting started, ready to tackle the challenge head-on. It crunched through the numbers like a machine, no pun intended. In seconds, it processed data that would have taken me days. It didn't just fill in the blanks, it analyzed trends, spotted patterns, and made connections I might have missed. It created detailed financial projections, outlining revenue streams, cost structures, and profit margins. The AI simulated different scenarios, showing how changes in pricing or costs could impact the bottom line. It even flagged potential risks and suggested ways to mitigate them. It even identified key metrics to track the business's success. From customer acquisition cost to lifetime value, the AI highlighted the numbers that really mattered, making it easy to focus on what would drive growth. The AI didn't stop there. It moved seamlessly from finance to strategy, connecting the dots between our goals and the steps needed to achieve them. It went on to develop a comprehensive marketing strategy. The AI analyzed competitors, identified market gaps, and recommended tactics tailored to our audience. It figured out the best channels to reach target customers. Whether it was social media, email campaigns, or partnerships, the AI mapped out a plan to maximize our reach and impact. It even came up with a content calendar, every post, every campaign, scheduled and aligned with our business goals. No more guessing what to publish or when. By the time it was done, the AI had created a rock-solid business plan. Every section was backed by data, every assumption clearly explained, and every risk addressed with a solution. It was clear, concise, and data-driven. The kind of plan that inspires confidence not just in investors but in the team building the business. Honestly, I was starting to think this AI might actually be better at this than me. Watching it work, I realized that with the right tools, the hardest parts of building a business could actually become the most exciting. Now for the fun part, building the brand. This is where things get a little tricky for AI. Branding is all about emotions, storytelling, and connecting with people on a human level. Could AI really pull it off? I gave the AI a crash course in branding. I showed it examples of successful brands and explained the importance of things like brand voice, visual identity, and brand values. And you know what? The AI nailed it. It came up with a brand name that was catchy, memorable, and relevant to the target audience. It even designed a logo. The AI created a brand story that was both inspiring and authentic. It was all about connecting people through language and culture. I was floored. The AI had managed to capture the essence of what it means to be human, even though it wasn't human itself. So, after weeks of watching in awe and honestly a little bit of fear, the AI had done it. It had built a business from scratch. It had an idea, a plan, a brand, the whole shebang. But the real question was, could this AI-built business actually survive in the real world? That's a story for another day, my friends. Because what I learned from this experiment goes way beyond just one business. I discovered that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about entrepreneurship. It's not about replacing humans. It's about giving us superpowers. Here's the thing about AI, it's like having a team of geniuses working for you around the clock. No coffee breaks, no complaining, just pure productivity. The speed at which AI can analyze data is honestly mind-blowing. It can uncover insights in seconds that would take human analysts weeks, if not months, to find. And let's not forget about automation. AI can automate all those repetitive tasks that suck up our time. Things like market research, data entry, and even customer service. This frees us up to focus on what we humans do best, being creative, building relationships, and making those big-picture decisions. Let me be clear, AI isn't going to replace entrepreneurs anytime soon. Why? Because at the end of the day, business is about people. It's about understanding human needs, desires, and aspirations, and that's something AI can't replicate, at least not yet. But here's the exciting part. AI is going to be the ultimate sidekick for entrepreneurs. It's going to empower us to work smarter, faster, and more creatively than ever before. So, if you're an entrepreneur, don't be afraid of AI. Embrace it. Learn how to use it to your advantage. Because the future of entrepreneurship isn't about man versus machine. It's about man plus machine. And that's a future I'm incredibly excited about. Now go out there and crush it.